When we're thinking about groups, think about it in terms of something that you might do repeatedly. So you certainly wouldn't create a group for something that you're only going to use one time, except that maybe you wanted to send a specific email to a group of people. So instead of selecting them one by one, you could create a group and then send an email to that group. But if you have a project that you're doing and it's going to use the same group of people that you used on the last project, it doesn't make sense to have to choose all those people individually again. So here, maybe you have a group called Core Project, and these are the people that you specifically are going to use every time you create a project. And you see here's global, which allows you to use this group of people across multiple ventures, as we've talked about before. So I can create this group, go into my group, click on my Add Members, and then I can search for people using a search query here, or I can search based on tags. Up until this point, I don't know if we've talked about tags much, but tags are found under our contacts page. So you see here under our details, I have these tags. So let's say I want to choose a tag for Joe. Right now I don't have any tags, so I might want to create a tag and call him Carpenter. And I would need to put him in a category, so maybe I create a tag called Professions. So now Joe has this tag called Professions. And if I add this Carpenter client and do the same thing with this Carpenter client, now I can just choose that tag from here. So if I'm in my groups, I want to add members to my group, I can say anybody with the tag Professions and do search. It's going to bring up everybody who has that tag. And then I can simply say Save Checked Users to Core Project. And now those two users are going to be in this group when I click on Core Project. Now I'm seeing here that the names aren't showing up, but by the time you get to use this, they'll be there. And so these are my groups. So I can then use these groups when I'm working in a project here. If I need to add people to this project, once I've created it, I can then add from that group, or I can do something like I said, send an email using this specific group of people now that I have this group created. And it shows you how many members are in that group and when it was created.